Jesus Christ.
The new month of October begins today. Kapag dumarating na ang buwan ng Oktubre, ay naaamoy na natin palapit ng palapit ang buwan ng Nobyembre at ang kasunod ay ang buwan ng Disyembre. Although my favorite month, if you will ask me, my favorite month is the month of September. For me, the best month is the month of September for obvious reasons. Because I was born on a day in September. But the month of October is significant to us for several reasons. Firstly, on the first day of October, we commemorate the memory of a very famous sister, a very famous Carmelite nun, known as Saint Therese of Lisieux, also known as the Saint Therese of the Little Flower, Saint Therese of the Child Jesus, the patron saint of missionaries. The month of October, as I said in the introduction, is also the month of the Holy Rosary. And in this chapel, the Rosary will be prayed nightly at 8 o'clock in the evening. Inviting all of you who are watching tonight to join us in contemplating the mysteries of the Blessed Virgin Mary in relation to her Son Jesus. The praying of the Rosary in this chapel will be held nightly at 8 o'clock in the evening. On a personal note, I also love the month of October for several reasons. Because of the following reasons. The birthday of my father is in October 14. My father also died in the month of October 16. My mother also died in the month of October, on an October 19, and on a more personal notes, October 19 is also significant, very significant to me, because October 19 is the anniversary of my priestly ordination. That is why I love the month of September. I love the month of October. Originally, my classmates and I, we wanted to celebrate our 35th ordination anniversary on October 19, but because of the pandemic, we opted to postpone the celebration, and we will probably celebrate it when the churches begin to open again. In any case, today, my dear friends, is the feast of Saint Therese of Lisieux, Saint Therese of the Little Flower. I said the patron saint of the missionaries. She never left the convent, but she was proclaimed by the church as the patron saint of missionaries because everything that she did, even the little things that she did, she offered for the missions. That is why she was declared the patron saint of missionaries. In the deeply religious atmosphere of her family, the piety of Therese developed early, and it developed intensely and intensively. Believe it or not, may I tell you a little secret about the family of Saint Therese of Lisieux. All four of her elder sisters became nuns. All of them entered the convent, and at the age of 15, Therese also entered the Carmelite convent at Lisieux. And you know, the Carmelites are contemplative sisters. And what do contemplative sisters do? Basically, they only do two things. They do prayer and they do work. I'm sure you know the Carmelite sisters in your provinces or in your cities or even here in Quezon City. The Carmelite sisters are our neighbors here in Gilmore, but they are not the only contemplative community in the vicinity. We also have our pink sisters or the adoration sisters. And we also have the poor Clares who are also contemplative sisters, meaning to say that they live almost uneventful lives inside the silence of the cloister, and their work, their life consists mainly of regular prayer and monotonous domestic work. But this is the kind of life that attracted Saint Therese. This is the life that she chose. This is the life that she embraced. And Saint Therese also said, I prefer the monotony of obscure sacrifice to all ecstasies. Therese of the Child Jesus became a saint because her holiness consists of little things. What do I mean when I say that the holiness of Saint Therese consists of little things? Probably we can say that God does not expect us to build monuments. God does not expect us to build cathedrals and bridges and hospitals. But the little things that we do every day can lead us to holiness. As a matter of fact, Saint Therese said, to pick up a pin for the sake of love can convert a soul. We are expected only to do little things, not grandiose, not spectacular, because little things can also lead us to holiness. As we celebrate the memory of Saint Therese of the Child Jesus, let us also be reminded of what the Lord said in the Gospel reading for today. Whoever welcomes the little child in my name welcomes me. And listen, the one who is found to be the least among you is the one who is the greatest. Saint Therese was born in 1873 and she died young. She was only 24 years old when she died of tuberculosis. Shortly before she died, Saint Therese wrote, I want to spend my heaven doing good on earth. I want to spend my heaven doing good on earth. And finally, she is also called Saint Therese of the Child Jesus, of the Little Way, of the Little Flower, of Lisieux, and patroness of missions, because her life was a story of love and a perfect illustration of 1 Corinthians 13, which happens to be one of Therese's favorite biblical passages in the New Testament. And how did she live the New Testament? She was always praying and trying to put into practice what St. Paul says in 1 Corinthians chapter 13. And I quote, love is patient. Love is kind. It is not jealous. It is not conceited or proud. Love is not ill-mannered or selfish or irritable. Love does not keep a record of wrongs. Love is not happy with evil, but with the truth. Love never gives up. Its faith, hope, and patience never fail. 3 things are important: faith, hope, and love. And the greatest of this is love. This is what Saint Therese, in her little ways, this is what she practiced in her life.